Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. In case you were wondering where I am this morning, I'm by the banks of the Parramatta River. Just came from a church service across the road at the Greek Orthodox Church, St. Ioannis or Baptistis, just over there across the road, and thought that it would be appropriate and useful to spend a few minutes and go on a walk and talk. And what I want to do today is go through a book entitled The Battlefield of the Mind, a book that was published in 1995, so it's 30 years old. And a fish just jumped out of the water there. Sounded pretty big as well. And the author is named Joyce Meyer. And the author here talks about the fact that there is a war raging, a battle so silent yet so powerful that it dictates how we live, how we love, and how we dream. It's not fought on physical terrain, but within our minds. This book, Battlefield of the Mind, unveils the invisible fight we face every day, the fight against doubt, fear, uncertainty, and negativity, and the lies that we often tell ourselves. Some battles, according to this author, are obvious, but others sneak in disguised as worry, insecurity, and self-sabotage. And before we even realise it, our minds become the war zone and our thoughts the weapons. But what if you could reclaim control? What if you could change the way you think, and in doing so, change your life? Let's step through some of the key lessons from this book and see what we can learn and work out whether or not we have the tools and the capability to win the battle. The author talks about the fact that your thoughts actually shape your version of reality, because at the end of the day, because we can only live one lifetime and be in the one place at the one time, we can only experience slithers of reality and weight those and see what meaning we can attach to those slithers. And it's those accumulated slithers with the weightings that we have attached, or the weighting that other people have attached, i.e. the inherited weightings and the inherited slithers, that actually make up our frame of reference and the way we see the world. Because at the end of the day, the mind is where every battle is won or lost. If you constantly think negatively, your life will absolutely and clearly reflect that. But when you choose faith over fear, possibility over doubt, and joy over anxiety, everything in your life begins to change, And as my manager at IBM, Greg Leeson, once said, if you change, your whole life will change for you. And the author reminds us that not every thought deserves your attention. Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean it deserves a seat at your table. You have the power to reject negativity before it takes root. It doesn't serve you, so don't entertain it. Simple thing. If it doesn't help you, if it doesn't empower you, if it doesn't serve you, then don't focus on it, don't pay attention to it. Because worry is a thief. Worry doesn't change the outcome. It only drains your energy, steals your peace, and keeps you stuck in fear. Meyer teaches that trust is the antidote. When you release control and trust in a greater plan, peace naturally follows. And your mind can actually be trained. You are not at the mercy of your thoughts. Just like a muscle, your mind can be strengthened, rewired, and trained to think in ways that empower rather than ways that destroy. It starts with daily and intentional choices. The enemy thrives on confusion and distraction. Doubt, overthinking, and indecision keep you paralyzed, because when it's all said and done, clarity and confidence, which come from faith, self-awareness, and taking action, even when the path isn't fully clear, are the ally of the one who wants to progress and to find peace. Because freeness comes from forgiveness. The author here reminds us that holding on to bitterness and resentment doesn't punish the other person. It poisons you and punishes you and keeps you locked up in the prison of your own making. Letting go isn't about excusing the hurt, but about freeing yourself from the chains that it creates in your mind. And the final point from this wonderful book, from this awesome author, is that peace is a choice. Peace isn't found in perfect circumstances. It's found in the way you think and the way you behave. It's not something you wait for. It's something you cultivate, you curate, moment by moment, by choosing faith, gratitude, and trust. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club. We've been through another powerful resource in a book entitled Battlefields of the Mind, and this author has stepped us through some key points, some of which include your thoughts don't shape your reality. Not every thought deserves your attention. Worry is a thief. Your mind can be trained. The enemy thrives in confusion. Forgiveness frees you, and that peace is a choice. Peace is your choice. you can choose peace. So take care, everybody, and bye for now.